What is up, guys, and welcome to Shadowplay 2.1. This did come out today, Monday, June 2nd. Right off the bat, let's get into it. So they added an FPS counter, and like all the other overlays, you can choose a corner in which to put it in. It's pretty cool. It doesn't update as fast as something like Fraps. The number kind of jumps around a little bit. I'll put some footage in the background so you can kind of compare it, but at least it's something, you know, for people that don't have Fraps. I mean, Fraps is free, but it's one less thing you have to open, I guess. So that's kind of cool. And, you know, like Fraps and DxTory both have FPS counters in them, so I suppose it stands to reason that Shadowplay would get one as well. The next thing is the desktop capture is always on. So before desktop capture, you had to manually start, and you couldn't use the shadow function for it. So this way, I suppose if you did anything cool on your desktop and you wanted to go back and capture it with Shadowplay, you could. I can't really think of a scenario where I've done anything on my desktop and been like, dang, I wish I would have recorded that sweet notepad note I took. I don't know. But it's always recording. Watch out for the Illuminati. They're always watching now, apparently. But anyway, you can obviously turn that on and off with the little desktop capture function there. But it is kind of annoying having the little identifier, the status indicator, all the time on. So I guess you could turn that off, but then you wouldn't really know whether or not Shadowplay was on. I don't know. I always like having that on just so I know. It's kind of a peace of mind. The next thing is a push-to-talk function. So you can see down here that they actually have a microphone tab for always on or push-to-talk. And before they had a toggle on and off microphone, but it wasn't an actual push-to-talk. It was like Alt F5 turned it on, Alt F5 turned it off. Where now you can actually hit a key and it will activate your microphone. Now, the main problem I have with this is you can't assign a mouse button to this. I'll try to do it right now, as you can see. I'm trying, and nothing on my mouse will work, so I'm just using Alt for now. It happens to be one of the keys that I don't use generally in games. It was defaulted to the tilde key, which I found odd, because that pretty much in every game that I know of opens the console. So anyway, whatever. I guess it's usable, so this way you don't have to toggle on and off microphones, but as you can hear in a clip that I'll play at the end of this, you can hear the audio quality still isn't that great. I just want to show you guys that Shadowplay audio quality really isn't getting any better. That's why I'm always using something like OBS or Audacity to capture my audio when I do these videos, or any video in general. Anyway, the next thing is, obviously you can see right below that, is you can toggle the FPS counter on and off, which is nice. You don't always want that little thing going all the time. They added a 2500 by 1600 native capture, so that's nice for you guys running higher resolutions. They also improved the audio synchronization for Premiere. Unfortunately, I don't own Premiere. I always use Sony Vegas, so I can't test that for you guys. I haven't ever had any audio problems. They also improved some Twitch streaming performance. The quality has actually gotten decent, I will say, as far as, you know, Twitch streaming goes. So it's actually a reasonable option nowadays to stream to Twitch with Shadowplay. Before it was a really rough, you know, the quality was pretty rough, but now maybe in the future I'll do like a full-blown test and I'll try to record it, you know, from like a different computer so we can actually see the quality differences. Maybe I'll like put up a stream and then go record it or capture it on my other computer so we can actually see the quality that it puts out. So I don't know, that's kind of a whole undertaking, but it's something that I think it could be cool. Another thing is now Shadowplay doesn't turn off. Before, if you updated GeForce Experience, it would default to the off position, which actually happened to me one time. I was updating my Shadowplay, and then I went to record a gameplay, and when I went to get the shadow recording, I realized my Shadowplay wasn't on all the time. It was actually turned off because I'd updated, so that's kind of cool that they fixed that. And then some just general stability stuff as per usual, that's what they add in. And installation speed has been improved. I didn't really notice any difference, but hey, if it speeds it up for some people, then that's awesome. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. As always, feel free to leave any questions, but I think I covered just about everything I could think of. GeForce Experience is getting better every time they do an update. You know, it's one step closer to where I think it should be. But anyway, as I always say, I just want some split audio tracks and better audio quality, and it's game over. So anyway, at the very end of this video will be a little audio clip of my voice in game audio through Shadowplay recording using the push-to-talk feature. So let's listen. One more thing I should mention, for push-to-talk to work, you do still have to have the in-game microphone checked on in the Shadowplay tab. So I was trying to record with just the in-game audio thing clicked, and then my push-to-talk wasn't working. So remember, you do have to still have this set on in-game and microphone recording. Otherwise, your push-to-talk is not going to work. Don't worry, I tested it for you guys. Anyway, here's a little audio sample. Alrighty guys, now I'm actually testing the in-game microphone with the, your normal Shadowplay recording. So, as you can hear, the audio quality still isn't quite there. It's okay, but it's still not great. Also, you notice it's only coming in on the left side. That is because I have a stereo sound card. So if you also have a stereo sound card, you're going to be dealing with having, your game audio coming in stereo, but your microphone only being on one side. So I don't know if they're going to do anything to fix that in the future, or if we're going to have to come up with a workaround of some sort. But for right now, this is another reason why I don't use the audio for Shadowplay, is because my microphone would only come in on the left channel. But nonetheless, if you guys have a headset or something like that, it will work fine. The nice thing about something like OBS is it has an option to force your microphone to mono, so that's how I get around it in OBS. But until they come out with a function like that for Shadowplay, it's not really going to work too well for me, at least. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope it was informative. Hopefully went over a couple things that you guys are curious about. As always, feel free to leave a question if you have one down below, and I will talk to you guys later.